people still joining. I'm glad to be with you in the healing space. I haven't been in the space for some time, so I'm looking forward to another dive healing from the inside out. And yeah, we've already started leaning into it when we were here as a team about healing from the inside, and we're talking about sun maps. So I'm looking forward what will unfold with you in the field now, and knowing that all of you are contributing to the healing that's going to happen today. So I'm handing over to you, Michaela and Samoto. Thank you for making these clinics available.
Thank you, Annika. So before we start, I want to say in the space, I would leave this clinic today in 30 minutes. So only for getting to know you. Thank you.
Thank you, Samoto.
Morning, Alexandra.
Morning.
I don't know where we are.
Hi, Alexandra.
Hello. Yeah, and I hand over the space to everybody. So today this is the healer team.
What is alive in your body?
Yeah, I want to share briefly that I started having a sore throat today, and I'm having this question on like, how can I take care of it and be with it and also not over focus on it, to put too much attention on it. And so I went into the space of like, okay, like there is something happening and my physical body says rest and sunshine. And so I slept in the sunshine. And yeah, I think it's a general question of like being with a symptom and how to be with and not over focus. It's not just a question to my sore throat. It's just this general piece that's alive in me, how I can have attention without judging or needing to fix or like being in there, like.
So are there any wisdoms in the space?
I don't know if it's any wisdom, but like you, Annika, when something hurts on my body, especially when I'm going to sleep at night, as I put the light out, I get a pain here and a pain there. And then what I do is I do actually focus on it and bring healing light to it, and then it does seem to disappear. But I know what you mean about not focusing too much and overthinking it. But I do find that it helps you to focus on that spot and just bring light to it. But I haven't tried asking my body why it's hurting there. So I'm going to try that.
Thank you.
Yeah, so it really looks like that overacting what you said is already like a pattern you trained. It's like, as you said, you judged yourself and, whoa, body, you are giving me a symptom. And I want to continue. I want to go for something else. And here you are, and you need something. And so, yes, it brings attention to your body back. And I recognize I also do it for myself because I train so much my energetic body. I train so much also my mental body, so I can stay there. I can say, body, please step to the side. Don't make it so big. And it's like having a shadow working there too. So if I will not put intention or not so much, my body will calm down. And I would say it is to discover that pattern first, as you did it right now. So, and to find more ways, how can I be more embodied again? And feel that my bodies are different, measured by myself. That it was so amazing to be an energetic being, that I can have superpowers. And somehow it is. I have superpowers energetically, and my body too, my physical body. And what is your body telling you about your superpowers?
Are you asking me or everyone right now?
Yeah, so it's for you and I think for everybody. Yeah?
Mm.
Yeah, I mean, how many times do you really appreciate your body? So to stand up and to see, wow, it's really amazing. It's working all day, all minutes, hours per hours. It's such incredible, so precious. And then there's a symptom and we say, shut down. I don't want to hear it.
Mm-hmm. So is that, like, are you saying to find appreciation also for the symptom? Like, thank you for giving me that
Yeah.
in a way. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. It's like the postman. It's the inner postman standing at your door, knocking there and say, I have a message, here I am, a postcard.
Mm.
And I miss postcards in my life. So it's amazing to receive them normally.
And Annika, did I hear right that you said something like, I woke up with a sore throat?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, so today you woke up with another partner.
Mm-hmm.
You have the pleasure of its company. It's like dating, a spontaneous date.
Mm-hmm.
Get to know it, flirt, and offer flowers and get the gift of love.
And touch it.
Mm-hmm. Mm. Yeah, well, I haven't even done that.
Yeah.
And I noticed there's a pattern in me that says I've eaten well, I've slept well, I exercised, I had no stress. And then it's like, yeah, and then I go back into this, like, why are you doing this to me now? Like, I don't, and like just full acceptance of this new partner. What do you say, Louise? Mm.
Yeah, it's like having a dating list. That is okay, but that is not okay. So I don't want to deal with that.
Don't you do that?
Yeah. And yes, I do it. And especially the things where my box is hooked on, they are most incredible and to grow with.
Mm.
Of course, especially where my partner is different. It's really amazing for learning.
Mm. Yeah, thank you. I want to practice meeting this new partner.
Yes, and don't stop. So it's really to learn how to touch him or her or the part.
Mhm.
And as you said, you already gave sunshine to it. So
Mm. Yeah, and it worked. I did actually feel energy afterwards. So I know that what I've given to it was working, and it's just gotten a little bit worse again. So just these waves. Mm.
yeah,
Thank you for the possibility.
yeah, and thank you for asking, because so there are people who really use that to find landscapes on our body. So like what is moving or what is not? Is it free somehow? Can I move it? And so therefore they found also ways to communicate in a different way. So how, for example, can it loose again? What is connected?
Mm. It's like it's really interesting that I'm making this connection that I haven't looked after myself, because a female friend of mine this morning said to me, "Well, you had this conversation yesterday, and it seems like that you've spoken quite a lot of things that you needed to say that you might have said before, and maybe this is just an expression of it." And it wasn't like I was speaking in high anger and I have a sore throat now. It's like, so like, yeah, maybe my body is relieving of something that's been holding there for some time. Yeah, I've never looked at it in that way, so I'm taking that as a possibility also.
Yeah, thank you. And Cheryl, you nodded somehow that you have some inner wisdom too about that, or inner navigation.
And I think I only noticed that what you are doing the last 7 minutes, you touch your throat, and then now the thing comes up. So that's one part of your body speaking to you. Your wants to share it. Oh, it could be I spoke with a little bit too much anger, for example, or whatever. What else? So go in connection, touching my body, and the next thing will happen. And it's for me, it's when I realize that, so I give my body only yeses. So yes, so it's yes, it is okay, or yes, yes, I feel pain, or it hurts, or whatever.
Mm.
More these different kind of yeses, and oh, yesterday I had more pain in my shoulder, my right shoulder. So today it's gone. Oh. I think the yeses for my body or for my symptoms especially are one of the keys. Go in contact, to be with symptoms, not to put symptoms away.
Hmm. Did you want to share something, Cheryl?
That also relates to what I was thinking when you were speaking. I was having a conversation yesterday with a specialist about pain in a particular area, and they were saying that, not for me, not to expect to have no pain. And I hadn't thought of that as a possibility. My expectation was that there should be no pain in my body. I shouldn't have this sensation. And it was maybe good for me to hear that, from her in my situation. And it made me think about what I expect. Yeah. And just the idea of some days having a little bit more, some days having a little bit less. Yeah. That was what I was thinking when you were speaking. Thank you.
Thank you, Ren.
This picture from the postman, Michaela. It's funny in a way. So because every day it's a new present, a new letter, a new postcard, a new, and it's up to me to open this or give it back to the upsender,
The sender.
where it comes from.
Right.
I noticed that when I wake up with sore throat, I immediately I go into survival state because I can get worse. I'm afraid of what might happen. And then I'm fighting against myself. And then I start acting like now I'll have a sage tea or I will have a sweet something. And I'm in survival. I mean, I'm using my gremlin against myself. And then I'm spreading out the energy of what I had in my throat. Last time what I did, and I just did it before, a couple of minutes before, was that I laid in bed. Instead of jumping into a hot tea, I experimented opening more my throat without pushing. I just lightly put my head up and I opened more my throat so that it could breathe different. And I never did that because when I usually have this pain, I do the opposite. I try to close it so that I don't feel it. And I put it to the back. And at the beginning it was really uncomfortable. And then just by putting a little bit higher, it kind of relaxes. With the mouth open. And sometimes there's something happening, no pushing. It looks like it has more space in between to express itself. Not pushing the neck down, it's just to put the chin a little bit up. And that laying down with the head, the back of my head on the pillow, it was great because my whole body relaxed through my spinal cord.
Yeah, and it looks like
Thank
that
you, Louis.
used the new map of fear. So somehow in the old map, it would be the body reaction of holding it to be more stiff, or it's not okay to feel the fear. And if you open up your throat, you say, I'm facing the fear. You said before, I felt fear to have some pain. And so I really appreciate your body language. You immediately went for the emotional expression of, I feel fear, and normally I would suppress it, and you didn't. Yeah. That is also the invitation for what you did, Wojciech, to yawn. That's also a way to let the fear flow. So maybe there's more wisdom. How are you intimate with your bodies? How do you read your body language, or how do you are in touch with a special partner?
usually
I
the
don't
way
understand. Yeah,
I was just going to
you
say,
go, Cheryl.
oh, thank you. Usually the way I connect with my body is by noticing where there's tension rather than other sensations. Yeah. Something for me to notice. Maybe others have another experience.
But Cheryl, like if you accept that you're going to have some pain, sometimes a lot, sometimes less, how do you cope with, do you have fear of like great pain?
Yes. I'm also not in high levels of pain at the moment, but yes, I have a lot of fear of pain. Mm.
I have to.
Mm.
And what are you doing when you realize this fear? What's your first reaction?
I think I go to overcompensation mode, similar to maybe what Lewis was speaking about before, like doing too many fixes. No, this therapy, that therapy, that therapy. Yeah, my mind goes fast.
Hmm.
And actually, what I do and the way I relate with my body is also similar with the way I relate with the world and with my partner. So if my partner causes me this throat pain, that's impossible, and I could just accuse my partner to do that, to blame my partner or something. I would go also into survival state and try to fix it. So instead of just relaxing and there's something in you. I heard it's a cough. Cecily, it might be something else. What is your body saying?
I need to change. I don't know what my cough tells me. I mean, I have got terminal lung cancer, so it might have to do with that, physically speaking. But emotionally, I can't figure it out. You know, I don't know what my lung cancer is to do with, if it's to do with breathing or grief or breathing in or breathing out. So I don't know how the coughing relates to that. I don't know how to figure it out.
So have you asked your body, your physical body? So that is the reason that I really invite you to sometimes overdo the expression of your bodies, so that you don't stop to cough, because it's a trained behavior from our culture. Because I don't want to disturb, maybe I know it, or I want to be polite, my box, and it's my body can wait. My physical body is, I'm now here present, and it's very important. And so in the Phoenix practitioner world, or how we space hold, is that everything is the wisdom, because our bodies are here too. And so if there is a coughing or sneezing, or I need to scratch myself, it's wisdom, what is happening right now. So what is your body whispering? If we would be all body whisperer. And it looks, Cecily, that you try to find it out in your head. So
Yes, I'm thinking.
yes.
Is that whereas I suppose I need to feel instead. Feel and listen. I suppose that is a word that came up, was listen, because I was thinking before when Cheryl said about the pain, you know, because I'm so afraid of pain. And so I just want to quickly fix it. I want to take some pills. I want to do this. I want to do that to make it go away. And I realize now that, yes, I'm trying to kind of just make everything go away instead of maybe listening deeply enough. I mean, I did when I was first diagnosed, I did ask myself, and I knew it came from the stress. So I've been trying to eliminate stress from my life and succeeded. So that's good. But that was just one answer in the past. I need to keep asking, you know, maybe. I tend to try and ignore it, which is probably not what my body wants. That's why it's still coughing.
Yeah, and one kind of reading the body language is that you spoke and you touched your chin here. It's like here is also part of really ourselves in the reading the landscape of us. And so it's like hiding a part of what is really there. So what is the real pain? That it's about trees and coughing and
I don't know. I mean, the first thing that pops into my head when you said that was that, yes, I feel like I can't express myself in New Zealand. You know, coming from South Africa, which is a very sort of expressive country. And New Zealand's very sort of quiet and, well, repressed. I've had to become quiet and quiet and quiet over 30 years, you know. I can't be noisy or laugh loudly or anything. So I don't know, but that just popped in my head when you said about this. Maybe I'm trying to keep myself in. Yeah, I can't feel authentically myself if I want to fit in, you know? Yeah.
Are you feeling something with that right now, Cecily? When you say that?
Yeah, just a bit tearful, I don't know. Yeah, it obviously brings something up, so I have to explore that a bit more at some stage.
yeah. So
I mean, I know it, you know, but
yeah. So what do you feel? It's your heart speaking, not your mind. It's not about thinking about it.
oh, okay, yes, that's right. I forget about that. What do I feel?
Yeah. So go to your heart. You can look at your heart. That you
Yeah, I suppose I'm quite angry about New Zealand. I don't like it very much in terms of the dynamics, you know. It's a nice, safe country, which is great. That's why I'm here, not South Africa. But I don't like all the repression and the smothering and the confining and all the rules. I feel it's a country that makes you feel small and helpless. Well, nothing can make you feel that, but I mean, that is endemic in the culture. Lots of depression and suicides and things like that. South Africa's no better because they murder each other, you know. But it's a different kind of expression, you know. Yeah. I think I'd just get homesick because now I can't fly home. I used to go home every year, but now I can't fly so far. So I think I just miss it, you know. I used to be able to get my fix every year of being myself for a month.
Bye.
Bye, Samoto. Thank you.
Welcome.
Yeah, you express it. Can you go deeper in your homesickness? Is that how it is? There's another feeling what you showed already. Yeah, that one.
I don't know. I'm not so good at translating from my body, Michaela. I'm not used to it.
Mm.
I'm used to thinking, you know.
And
I used to just be a head without a body. And I'm trying to improve that, you know, but I don't know what to feel in my body about these things. I know what to think, but I don't know what to feel. I just feel sad, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
I can't go home.
Mm. Thank you for letting your sadness be here.
Cecily, it is so accurate. Your body does it right now. Yeah.
I don't understand.
You just do it right now.
Do what?
Expressing your sadness.
With my body.
Yes. Here.
An interpretive dance or what?
No, you are using tissues. Your voice get a little bit broken. Yeah, you're putting away your glasses.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Your neck is tilting to your right, and your mouth is relaxing. And Cecily, I can feel you. It's different. Even when you smile, not to feel your sadness, it's still there.
Sadness is part of life, though, isn't it?
So, yeah, that is what the mind does. The mind says something, so to handle feelings. Yeah. And your body is asking for feelings.
And I've heard two things. I've heard that you are homesick and that you'd like to go home to be yourself for a month.
Yeah.
And also I heard that you chose not to express while in New Zealand.
Mm.
And I think that you have in New Zealand people, I mean this village where you can just join them and express
Mm.
even from your sadness, not necessarily from anything else. And I'm talking about maybe some of those villagers are in this call.
Mm. Yeah, I think it might take me time, after all the repression. I mean, I remember with Tristan doing a feelings workshop 1-to-1, and he tried to get me to express my anger that I had, but I found it very difficult. I didn't want to lose control like that. So I think maybe it just takes a little bit. I was so in awe of that woman last week that was crying about the water. I mean, she just didn't care. She just cried like that in front of everybody. She didn't care about anything except wailing about the water. I was in such admiration. I couldn't lose control like that. I mean, I could, but not yet. I think it would have to become out in little drops until the dam breaks,
So I really admire you because I could feel your sadness speaking about your homesickness. Really, it's so sensible.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like reiterating that you can change your story to that you're already feeling like you already know how to do it. Like you don't have to learn how to do it. Your body already knows.
Yes, that's true. Maybe when I'm alone, I could practice when I'm by myself.
And here are witnesses that you also can do it. So I am a witness that you can do it, even you are not alone. And if you will see the recording afterwards again, so let yourself be touched from your body language, your heart language. As the cat tail right now is coming into the screen of Aurora. So maybe she, also something before the cat's like animals have also really, they bring wisdom as power animals. And so maybe it's your turn right now. Yeah. It's like speak. Yeah.
Oh, me.
Yeah.
I was just feeling tired and being with my period, which is not, yeah, it's meant to have passed already. And yeah, and feeling joy about you, Cecily, yeah, like just contacting feelings and like how tender that is.
Yeah. Thank you.
Mm.
And I noticed, Aurora, that you got to be touched twice on this call. At the beginning, from someone that came and that greeted you, and now your cat came and greeted you again.
Yes, he's good at that. Especially when he likes attention.
And I really love that she touches your throat. Yes, she's really here for healing throats. Yeah, you asked for it.
I feel it.
Yeah. And it's also about expression and speaking and somehow I saw you also putting to the side, like a side note, I am in my period time. And I really invite also the female bodies to speak. Because I know for myself, I'm so vulnerable. So the first day, I'm really so sad.
Yeah, usually I'm like feel a lot of sadness and let it flow like on the first day. This is the 6th day. So it's like, okay, there's more to come today. Yeah.
And do you give space to it?
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Most of the time. Yeah. Sometimes I don't know how to. But yeah. Sometimes I just feel tired. Yeah.
And how does
I
that
celebrated.
go, Monica?
I celebrated that you let yourself be tired in this call and that you were closing your eyes when you needed to. It's so edgy for myself to do that, and I also want to practice this more to look after myself. And it doesn't mean that you're not here with us. Mm.
And Aurora,
Yeah, I was kind of. Yeah,
you
go.
were kind of, you were kind of.
Oh, I was just going to say, like, balancing between like resting my eyes and following, your invitations, Michaela, about like tuning into my own body and what my body wanted to say, and trying not to fall asleep at the same time. So yeah, it wasn't always successful. Staying fully present.
Does your body sense that you need to be touched, Aurora?
Sorry, I missed that. It cut out. Can you say it again, please?
Does your body sense that you need to be touched?
Yes. There's been a lot of sadness in my body for a long time. Yeah, about that. Like years. And, like, yeah, I let myself feel my sadness, and yeah, I guess I want to kind of resolve and to move on. And yeah, and sometimes I'm able to just be with, like, okay, there's this sadness here, and how do I live my life anyway with it, without that sadness changing, without that sadness being resolved. Yeah.
And besides that, how do you arrange to receive touches if your body is longing for?
Sometimes I go get a massage. Yeah.
Yeah, that, can you say that?
Pardon?
It looks like that you hold a wave of sadness and there is something to be said.
Yeah, it feels like it's not really accessible like in any other way. Yeah.
So it's amazing another person is arriving. Yeah, hey, third person.
People.
So how can it be? I also have the story as you have it, Aurora. I have the story sometimes when I feel so sad. There is no other person accessible to touch me. And so how did I arrange that? That I'm not stepping out of the door and say, hi, I need touch. Another hand of another human being. Because my own massaging is one thing, but because I know it's like to feel the community. So, and I see it's really healing the culture we are in, to really receiving touches and asking for it. When our body is speaking, so if my body is speaking, I really miss to say, so often I feel the sadness to say, hey, now I need a hug. Can you offer it to me?
Yes, I know I have like lots of stories about, I don't know, when I see friends, it's okay, you know, like we just hug, it's easy, you know. Yeah. And then other times, like I don't want to receive touch from particular people, but I still want to receive touch from I don't know, people that are not here. Yeah. So yeah, sometimes energetically like afraid.
And emotionally, it looks
Yes.
like also emotionally afraid. Like if
Yeah.
like if your body has impulses and you are choosing from your head not to be touched by this one and to be touched by that one.
Well, it's not even like I don't know. Yeah. I'm not sure. It doesn't make sense in some way. Like I could say that it's like a story in my head from a subconscious pattern that's mine. And then sometimes I think it's like an energetic message, you know, like it's from men, you know, it's just like, yeah, this healing that probably I need to do between men and me and older men and stuff. So, yeah, that's where I notice my brain fights with my instinct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I really love to hear you, Wojciech. Is it different for you as as I would say, as a male person, would you ask for going with your sadness to ask people to touch you?
I usually don't ask for it. Even actually, I don't notice this so much that I need this. And today when I heard this, to celebrate that I have my body, it is with me more like I care about my body, but I don't celebrate I have it. And and during the meeting, my body started to relax and calm down, and I started to touch my body because it feels like completely like I want to do it. And usually I don't realize these moments that I really like my body needs this actually this sadness space. And this is already, so the first thing what's coming is that touch from myself. The second one is from another person, and it's even farther than touch from myself. So I'm in this mode of I can take care about myself alone. So it looks like it's still running. Yes, and you know, and during the like a few minutes ago, my children came and daughter just hugged me, and it's really like I don't notice right now I realize I have this touch from another people, like mostly from my kids. And and actually this is amazing. This is this piece that I'm not conscious what this being with my children really brings to my life. And I feel joy right now about it. And also I'm more aware about that my body needs more than it gets. It looks like it's not like the strong neediness, but it's like this, actually the feeling is sadness. The feeling is to really nourish in the connection, in the liquids, something like this.
Yeah, can you say that, Aurora? Don't hold it back anymore. Yeah.
I agree.
You grieve?
I agree.
Yeah, so
Like I just felt the same.
yeah, which feeling you felt?
Sadness.
Yeah, so let your sadness speak. I feel sad.
Yeah. I don't even know exactly what you said. It's kind of escaped, but yeah, piece of it. It just feels like it's my story, but also the story that I feel from so many people, being alone and lonely and not having enough simplicity of human touch. Yeah, which is like for me this side of like deep care. Like slowing down enough, you know, to like feel each other and like not be numb.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I feel like it's kind of this tragedy of the world, but also like this great power that we have, you know, that is like just here right now, like on the screen and within us, you know, it's not that far away. Yeah. And I feel both like joy and that I can access that for myself like so simply, and like sadness when people feel like they're so far away from that, like, you know, contact with their heart and another human's heart. Yeah.
So, so is it possible that you and I mean everybody of us arrange today that you follow your sadness, so that what your body talks, and ask for special touches? So for yourself, so bring it to yourself, and also ask a special person where your body says, oh, here it is somehow magnetic. So I want to rub my shoulder at your back, or I need a touch of your nose, or my nose love it really. My nose is really loving touches. How is it for you, Alexandra? I know that you also have such a body wisdom. Is there a special need of your body?
Yeah, I
Just go for it. So it's your last minute. So speak out. What does your body need? Which kind of touch and from whom?
I'm feeling sad that I feel too less sad in my daily living. And I come here with fear for a symptom I have, and I go out with the answer that the symptom needs sadness and expressing sadness.
So with whom will you be? Where do you bring your body to? So there are possibilities.
With me and.
So, and use your fear. So the fear is for saying something out of don't know it before. So maybe it sounds crazy. Maybe there is in your mind a name arriving, or a posture, or like you do yoga, you know. So with who?
With my surrounding.
So be more courageous. Fear is really running over the cliff. Who is in your surrounding?
yeah, the people that are there, to get in touch with them and be more authentic.
And thank you. And maybe you will arrive tomorrow in the clinic and tell us who was it you received the touch.
Thank you.
Thank you. And I mean everybody of you, maybe you will continue tomorrow from 7 to 8 set time.
Thank you, everybody.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for today.
Bye.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye.
Bye. Thanks.